Hi there, hope you're in a fine fettle. So today, I welcome you in our lecture number 2. But before, I would love to add over here, you may be having some problems or some questions, maybe a problem across your mind. For that, I would love you to share over here, you could comment below in our comment box for any question, so we'll be replying you back very soon. And I hope you would entertained the yesterday's lecture, and for today, we'll be moving a little forward, and as I know, where did I stop yesterday? So for that, yesterday, as I would love to take you a little back. Yesterday, we talked about the word, tense. We didn't talk about the word grammar, the definition, or what the grammar is, what the language is, because we actually put this concept in our mind, like we don't have so much of a time, and we talk when we talk about the internet system over here in Kashmir, and we completely hold this concept in our minds now. That's why I did cut it short, and I did came directly to the word tense. What does tense mean, or what does tense signify? And after that, I directly came back to the point, which is very important, like subject, verb, and object. As I told you what does subject mean, and now the second point over here is we must have to talk about the word verb. So when actually we talk about the word verb, maybe in a layman's language, or you may be knowing, the verb is any word that shows an action. It's a general phenomenon, it's a general definition about the word verb. But when you try to analyze it, when you try to go into the deep, or when we try to scratch the bottom of this definition, we somehow get a little dicey about what the correct form of is, or what is the main, where's the general form, or where I should apply the word verb. So if we go through the old definition, when we talk about the word verb, it's a word verb. Maybe people, or in a layman's language, people believe that it's a doing word. It's a doing word. Doing word. But if I say you a more over here, for example, I say, I'll take yesterday's example over here. If I say I eat food, I eat food. So it's a subject, it's a verb, it's an object or a complement, but it's a doing word. Eat over here means a doing word. Now, let's bifurcate this, or let's take a different scenario over here. Yesterday, I gave another example that was like this. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Or there's a guy called Sir Mansoor is a teacher. If you remember this definition, or a doing word, or if you go through this definition, then you'll find over here it's a subject, it's a helping verb, it's an article, and it's again a noun. Now, when we talk about this definition, do you find any main verb over here when we talk about eat, or a doing word? You'll definitely say no, because there is no main verb or a main verb. So what about this definition, or what about this sentence? Does this mean that this sentence is wrong, or does this mean that there's a problem, a little slight problem in definition? Yeah. So let's understand a point over here. When we talk about this word definition, or when we talk about the definition of the verb, then we have to drill deeper, or we must scratch the bottom, or we must try to dive into deeper self. जब हम बात करते हैं इस वाले वर्ब की, और जब हम बात करते हैं वर्ब की, पर्टिकुलरली जब हम बात करते हैं वर्ब की, यहाँ पे तो डूइंग वर्ड था, लेकिन इस वाले सेंटेंस में अगर हम दूसरी एग्जांपल ले लें, फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम अ बॉय, आई एम अ बॉय, तो यहाँ पे अगर सब्जेक्ट प्लस वर्ब प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट और कॉम्प्लीमेंट ज़रूरी है एक सेंटेंस को बनाने के लिए, मैं मेन वर्ब की बात कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, हेल्पिंग वर्ब को अभी छोड़िए फिलहाल, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है, what's over here, you can't find any main verb over here. For example, it's an helping verb and there's no main verb over here. Now, whatever the problem, now where lies the problem, or where is the actual problem? So now understand the point over here. When we talk about the word or the definition of a verb, we could understand it by having this definition, or we could understand it by having the two more things over here. When we talk about the definition of the verb, or when we try to understand the word verb over here, then we must think that verb as what a person or thing is, am, are. For example, if I go back to the example, the previous example, he is a boy. He is a boy. So is over here signifies the verb. So when I say what a person or a thing is, am, are, is being included or is being included in the under the context of the word verb. So he is a boy directly signifies here that it comes under the meaning of the word noun. And then second example over here, they are very beautiful. They are very beautiful. So this means when we talk about the word are over here, is over here, this directly means that this comes under the definition of the word verb. And when I talk about am, this means, for example, if I say you, I am a boy, or I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm whatever I am. Now, these three things are being included under the definition of verb. Now, this is not, this doesn't stop over here. There's something more, like we must add the flavor or we must add the meaning over here, or it's not the context, it's a limited context, what a person is. Now, where does this doing word go to? Now, let's understand the example. Another thing over here. The first thing is what a person or a thing is, am, are. And you could understand it by the definition or by another sentence is he is a boy, they are very beautiful. And when we go to the another context, we say what a person or